Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about all of the different campaigns as well as the new armors as they are just implemented into the game. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, so the very first thing I want to talk about is, of course, the new armors, because that's like the main attraction. So in order to actually make the new armors, you are going to need to come to the item trader, so it's just like your dual Salia weapon. So once you interact with the item exchange shop, you're going to head to the very bottom, equipment, upgrade, augment, transfer. This is where you get your dual Salia weapon. Scroll to the very bottom and here are your armors. Now, there's a couple things we need to address over here. The very first thing are the stats. So, as usual, stats are pretty damn important. And the regular Dostasis armor is 20 HP and 2 PP, which is like, okay, I accept it. This is the balanced version. It makes sense. The Vita armor gives 40 HP as well as 6% all potency. This is fine as well. What I have a problem is with the VO armor over here. 4 PP and 6% all potency. This has to be a joke, Sega. 4 PP. We went from like 10 plus PP, almost 20 PP down to 4. For those who are wondering why I said 20 PP in yesterday's video or in the ballpark figure of 20, is because if we look at the VO cell armor, so this is a 5-star rarity armor, by the way, this gave us 14 PP. Now, yes, there are some downsides with the VO cell armor. One of the main ones is it doesn't give any potency and it only gives PP. However, even if we look at the more recent ones, if we look at the Ina armor VO, the Ina armor VO gives 6 PP and 5.5% all potency. So at the very least, I was expecting the new armor to at least give 8 PP and 6% all potency. The reason I say this is because if we look at the Ina Vita armor, the Ina Vita armor gave us 30 HP as well as 5.5% all potency. And if we compare that with the Dostasis armor Vita, the Dostasis armor is an upgrade. As you can see, it gives 40 HP, so that's 10 HP more than the Ina armor, and of course 0.5% more potency. So it was an upgrade. However, what baffles me is the VO armor over here is actually a downgrade. We're going from 6 PP down to 4 PP. Now, of course, yes, we do get the extra potency, the 0.5% potency, but I mean, it shouldn't be a downgrade like this. It should always be an upgrade. I don't understand why anyone would actually go with the VO armor now that it's actually only 4 PP. Honestly, if I needed the PP, I would just go with the Dostasis armor, the regular one with 2 PP and 20 HP. You get so much more value here over the 4 PP, and that's it, But personally, I think I might just go with the Dostasis armor Vita. I think the Vita is the best choice out of all 3 of these armors, but I am still pretty disappointed about these armors. So if you didn't want to upgrade, or if you were on the fence of not upgrading, honestly, you're not missing much. Unless, of course, you go the Vita armor like my route. If you're going with the Vita armor, yes, you do gain quite a bit. 120 extra HP is pretty significant. So yeah, if you're going to upgrade, personally, I would put value on the Vita armor. Maybe the normal one over here, but I don't really see it with the VO over here, guys. I really don't see why anyone would upgrade to this for 4 PP. But enough of me complaining, let's talk about all of the different campaigns. So the very first campaign is the Try It Out Armor Upgrade campaign. So the moment that you log in, you're going to go to your systems, get campaign items, receive item account, and you're going to notice this is the campaign. You actually get a free Ecstasis armor. You're going to pick that up. Now, the Ecstasis armor that they give you isn't anything special. It is not limit broken. It's literally just a clean Ecstasis armor. And the reason they give you this is because there is much more to this campaign, where we have to go to our task over here and go to limited time task and scroll down a little bit. And as we can see here, there is upgrade weapons and upgrade armor. But the main thing that you want to pay attention to is the upgrade armors over here. Enhance armor. 100 pro grade grinders for enhancing an armor to plus 80 or higher. This is a pretty big deal. And then we have the augment armor over here. Add a single augment. We get 75 of the Ecstasis Vance 1s, which is the new material you need in order to upgrade your Ecstasis armors. And last but not least, we also get the Duo Salio weapon camo if we upgrade an Ecstasis armor to a Duostasis armor. But the key thing is this Meseta bonus. You get 1.5 million Meseta for upgrading your Ecstasis armor into a Duostasis armor. So there is a ton of incentive for you to actually upgrade simply because of this cash reward of 1.5 million. And of course, the weapon camo looks freaking awesome. Now, personally, I do not recommend using the Ecstasis armor that they give you for free from the mail. What I recommend people to do is to actually head over to the event shop over here. You're going to talk to Xiemi and you're going to go to exchange seasonal points, go to the armor tab, and right here buy this Ecstasis armor over here. Even if you don't plan to use it, just buy one copy of this armor and use this armor to complete all of those limited time tasks, because this armor is fully limit broken. So you don't need to spend any extra resources so that you can maximize all those profits from that 1.5 million reward. Now, with that campaign out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about are new augments. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is a new augment. There is the High Stia Domina. The High Stia Domina has 3.5% potency, 2.75% floor potency, but you get damage resistance minus 1%. So if we were to compare that with the High Kavars Domina, which is the current best in slot Domina, you're losing the 6 PP, but you're gaining 0.5% potency, and you're also gaining 0.25% more floor potency, but you do get that minus 1% damage resistance. So just understand that yes, offensive wise, this is better technically, but you are losing out that 6 PP, which is pretty massive. And on top of that, well, you also get a negative stat. Now, in order to craft this, it does require a new capsule called the Stia Sovereign, which you can only obtain by farming the high rank Stia combat zones. So we are going to need to farm a bunch in Nucent Plant in order to obtain a bunch of these in order to craft these Stia Dominas. Now, I expect these prices to be stupidly expensive at the very beginning because these Stia Sovereigns do not drop super often. But nevertheless, there is a new capsule, and personally, I don't really need to upgrade it. But, you know, if you do care about min-max and you only care about potency as well as that floor potency, this is looking pretty good. But you know me, I really don't like any negative stats. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the new AC Scratch Monster Masquerade. Definitely check out all of the items over here. There are some very high value items. However, it's not as crazy as Cheerful Sports Carnival. I feel like this scratch, basically every cosmetic item you get is worth some money, versus Monster Masquerade. There are some high value items, but there are also some meh value items. So if you do decide to scratch over here, best of luck to everyone. And last but not least, I do want to remind everyone that PSO2 Day is coming up. Remember, on the 21st, everyone gets the benefit from PSO2 Day. There is no more premium PSO2 Day. There's just good old PSO2 Day for everyone. So when the 21st rolls around, you might want to take advantage of all that RDR and farm in Nucent Plant. As you can see over here, Nucent Plant rank 2 is now available. All of the mobs here are level 95.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.